At Upton Park, let's join Steve Dixon.
Looking at the Charlton side to begin with, in goal, as always, number 1 is Bob Boulder, 2 Darren Pitcher, 3 is Scott Minto, Andy Peake, the captain, at 4, 5 is Simon Webster, Steve Gatting at 6, 7 Robert Lee, John Bumstead at 8, Carl Leaburn at 9, Gary Nelson at 10, and number 11 Colin Walsh. Anthony Barness and Alex Dyer are the 2 Charlton substitutes. Looking across at the Swindon Town side, in goal Nicky Hammond, 2 is David Kerslake, 3 is Nicky Summerbee, 4 is Tom Jones, Colin Calderwood, the skipper, at 5, 6 Sean Taylor, 7 Mickey Hazard, 8 is Duncan Shearer, 9 is Fitzroy Simpson, 10 is Ross MacLaren, Steve White at 11, and the 2 Swindon substitutes, number 12 Steve Foley and number 14 Sean Close. The referee tonight is Roger Pawley from Cambridgeshire, just about to get the 2 teams underway. An early touch for Scott Minto on the left hand side, but that will be easy for David Kerslake. And Minto again, and this time it's Calderwood, and that almost looks as if it had gone out for a corner. Now the cross in from Colin Walsh, just too high for Robert Lee, and Summerbee tidies it up for Swindon Town. Webster wins the header, touched on, and there's a chance now for Shearer. Good save by Bob Boulder, and Duncan Shearer demonstrating the ability there that's given him 16 goals already this season. Seems to be some debate down there. No, Webster's forward, now Leaburn with the long throw, Webster the target, Webster gets the flick on, good chance possibly for Nelson to turn, and it's over the bar from Gary Nelson. Gatting turns away and finds Scott Minto for Charlton. Minto looking for Leaburn. Leaburn gets a long leg to it, good control from Carl Leaburn. Now Andy Peake, Robert Lee's out to the right hand side. Peake wants to play the ball inside the fullback, but instead it goes to Lee. Now Bumstead overlapping on the right hand side, Robert Lee taking on Summerbee. What can he do? Bumstead helping out. The cross from Bumstead in towards Nelson, try to get the flick, and Swindon get the ball away as far as Peake. And now Bumstead sprinting into the space, Robert Lee with a chance to get the ball across, he does so, Minto with the header, and that will go wide from Scott Minto. Here's Nelson taking on MacLaren. Cross is blocked. Nelson gets in front of Kerslake. The ball inside for Walsh. Chance to get the ball over. Going to be on his right foot. The shot comes in from Colin Walsh. Well held by Hammond. Peake jumping with Simpson. Walsh gets the flick on for Leaburn. Now Leaburn inside for Minto. Minto sprinting into the area. The shot coming from Minto. Saved by Hammond. That's good football from the home side, and that's more like it. The fans on the North Bank, certainly that's warmed them up a little. Andy Peake with the corner, right foot is swung in, the cross coming in, chance for Nelson, hits the post. Bumstead the tackle in. Jones and Simpson, and Jones again. The ball out to Summerbee on the left hand side. Can he keep it in? He has kept it in, and he's away from Darren Pitcher. Nicky Summerbee, if he can get the ball back, Charlton in trouble. The shot from White, and Gatting very nearly in trouble in his own area. Colin Walsh possibly could curl this with his left foot. Andy Peake might chip it into the far post for maybe Leaburn or Nelson. Webster too is up from the back, so there's a number of options for Peake and Walsh. Walsh possibly with a crack. Walsh does have a crack, but Hammond makes a good save down by his left hand post. With Robert Lee advancing, now it's Peake, and now it's down the line to Nelson. Now what can Nelson do? Can he turn? Turns away from the goal, looking for support. Gary Nelson finds it with Peake in towards Bumstead, lay off to Nelson. Goes out wide to Scott Minto. The ball in for Nelson, headed away, falls to Walsh. looking for Minto, won't find him, but it'll fall for Leaburn. Leaburn now can't get ahead of Calderwood. Colin Walsh slices that, and now it's fallen for Shearer, trying to set White away. Good tackle coming in. Simpson now steps forward, and Simpson wasn't far away for Swindon. Here's Simpson away from Walsh. Can he get the better of Gatting? The ball inside for Shearer, but both Shearer and White ignored the ball, and now Bob Boulder with a great throw out sets Robert Lee away, racing down that right touchline. Summerbee gets to him. Andy Peake going outside. Lee coming inside. Peake still outside him. The cross will come in deep towards the far post. Leaburn gets up, gets the header down. Colin Walsh, and Hammond gets down to save at his left-hand side. And a quick throw out again. This game really hotting up here at Upton Park. Robert Lee possibly to take the throw. Could he work a little bit of magic in the penalty area? There's Leaburn, back to Lee. Can he get the ball across? Taking on Summerbee. Gets the better of Summerbee, gets the ball over. The header comes in. But unfortunately for Charlton, the header coming in from John Bumstead over the bar. And again, the heavy artillery coming forward from the back. Simon Webster is up to add a little bit of height to the Charlton front line. Leaburn's up as well. Minto lurking on the edge of the penalty area. Walsh with the free kick, and it's come to, oh, it won't drop down. Nelson, it wouldn't drop for him. Comes to Peake, and now for Nelson, surely no. Hammond collecting and throwing out, and now there's a chance, but Gatting stood up well to Tom Jones, and Webster got the ball back, and Boulder again long downfield. Nelson challenging, but MacLaren wins the header. Here's Colin Walsh looking for Scott Minto. Couldn't keep it in, Scott Minto. And now there's a chance for Minto to get in, and Minto gets in, and the referee pulls the play back again. But this time he's given a foul to Swindon, I don't know why. And there is going to be a caution for Colin Walsh. It must have been something he said. And there's really no need for that either. Walsh goes into Roger Pawley's notebook for dissent. 69 minutes played here at Upton Park, the first booking of the evening. I wish I could say it was the first goal of the evening, but it's not. And Webster drives the ball downfield. Peake challenging, falls for Lee, forward for Peake, and now Nelson. Can he get the ball across? Nelson with a chance to get it across. It's gone all the way across the face of the goal, and it's gone out for a corner on the far side. Calderwood steps away and leaves the ball for MacLaren, but dispossessed now, and Leaburn brings the ball away for Charlton. He's got Robert Lee on the right hand side. He holds it up for Lee, and now Lee homing in on goal. The cross coming in across the face of the goal, and another chance goes begging. Shearer tried to set White free with a flick, and now here's Leaburn. Nelson outside him, but Minto making the extra man. Minto inside for Nelson, a chance possibly for Leaburn, and now for Minto, and now for Nelson. Somebody can get a shot in. It's hit the post and away, and it just won't go in for Charlton. But Webster is coming forward from the back four, and he's making a run into the box, and Webster's the target. Webster gets up, he heads it down, there's no one there. Comes out to Pitcher, forward from Pitcher. Alex Dyer tussling in there. Hammond off his line, there's a chance for Lee, and again Charlton can't convert, and that's a throw in, rather a corner on the far side. Charlton's 8th corner of the evening. The Swindon fans felt that Hammond had been impeded, but it looked to me as if he just dropped the ball. Colin Walsh with the corner, deep towards the far post. There's lots of players forward. Webster with the header, it'll go over the bar, and another chance goes begging. Gatting, the player supporting Colin Walsh. Robert Lee peeling off to the far side, in towards Leaburn. Nobody to give it to, Carl Leaburn. And Swindon work a nice little triangle and get the ball away with Simpson. Lee tackling back, Lee doing well. And here's Bumstead. Gets the ball out to Minto on the left-hand side. Minto needs someone to aim at. In towards Leaburn. The touch for Bumstead. The touch now for Leaburn. Charlton attacking on the left-hand side. Back to Minto. Minto possibly to run at Kerslake. Can he get the cross in? Deep to the far post. Lee gets up. Oh dear. That goes behind for a goal kick. But Swindon with Foley. And now with Kerslake, ever dangerous. And now there's a chance for Tom Jones to get a strike on goal. And Jones! A great save by Boulder. And how on earth did he get the ball up over the bar from that position? That looked like the winning goal from Tom Jones, and possibly the goal that would have sent Swindon to the top of the division. Jones goes all the way back to Kerslake. And there's a man out on the far side, and that's Summerbee, and Kerslake finds him with a fine pass. Walsh has got to get a foot in here, but he can't, and Summerbee's away, and Walsh brings Summerbee down, and Walsh is in trouble here. Colin Walsh is in trouble here, and Colin Walsh is going to be sent off. Colin Walsh is in trouble here. He's already been booked, and I think Colin Walsh is going to be sent off, and Colin Walsh gets his marching orders here at Upton Park. That's a sad blow for Charlton. It means it will lose Colin Walsh for 2 games. But what can Swindon do now? Simpson with the cross to the far post. Boulder, great handling from Bob Boulder. And pitcher now steps in for Charlton. The ball forward for Lee, but Tom Jones dispossesses. And here's Shearer. It comes out to Kerslake. But that is the final action of this game. So Charlton now look to their next fixture here at Upton Park. That's here on Saturday against Blackburn Rovers. But in the meantime, it's finished here in the Barclays League Second Division. Charlton Athletic 0, Swindon Town 0.